Spreadsheets are tables of information that can be used to record and analyse figures, statistics, or other forms of data. You might find a spreadsheet useful for planning or tracking any number of things, from your grocery budget to your timesheet for work. In this two-part video, we will introduce basic spreadsheet concepts and look at how to create and work with spreadsheets using Microsoft Excel. Let's start by creating a new spreadsheet. If you have Microsoft Excel installed, you can launch it by clicking on the Start button in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen and typing Excel. Then click on the link that comes up. We're now in a new spreadsheet. Let's start with some basic concepts. Every spreadsheet is made up of cells, with columns running vertically down the page and rows running horizontally across the page. Cells are named with both a letter referring to the column and a number referring to the row. For example, C5 refers to the unique cell at column C and row 5. A spreadsheet can extend to have as many rows or columns as we need. We can put data into a cell by clicking on it and typing with the keyboard. You can manually enter data into a cell or create a formula, which displays a value automatically based on a calculation, or the values of other cells. We'll look at basic formulas in the second part of this video. To explore Excel and what it can do, we're going to create a basic household expenses spreadsheet. We'll start by typing a title in cell A1, and below that some headings for our columns. We can then record expenses in the rows running down the page. Here we've added a few sample expenses to our spreadsheet. As we continue to work with our spreadsheet, it is important to remember to save the changes that we make. We can save ongoing changes by clicking File and Save and typing the name for our spreadsheet if we haven't already done so. We then need to remember to press File and Save again each time we want to save the changes made to our spreadsheet. There are a number of things we can do to change the way cells are displayed in Excel. The width of columns and the height of rows can be adjusted by clicking between rows or columns where we see this black cross. Left-click and drag the mouse to change the size of cells, or double-click to automatically set the size of the cell to fit the cell contents. If we want to highlight certain cells to make them stand out, we can click on the cell and then click the paint bucket in the Font section of the Home tab. We can then choose a background colour for the cell by clicking on one from the palette that appears. You might want to change the type or size of a font in the spreadsheet, for example, to display a heading or important piece of information. To do this, select the cells and choose a new font from the drop-down list, or change the font size using the box to the right. We can also add bold, italic, or underline properties using these buttons. Let's make our heading bold to stand out. We can also choose how to display data in cells, for example, as currency, dates, or percentages. We do this by highlighting the cells and clicking on one of the formatting options in the Number section of the Home tab. In this example, we can format our dollar amounts to display as currency. There are a few other useful tools which we might use during the basic formatting of our spreadsheet. The alignment box in the Home tab lets us choose how our data sits in each cell. We may want to display our cells as either centred, left justified, or right justified. In this example, we'll set our cells to display as left justified. If we want to add new rows to our spreadsheet, for example, to insert data we may have overlooked earlier, we can use the Insert button in the Home tab. Click where you see the Insert drop-down arrow and choose to either insert rows or columns as desired. In the next part of this video, we will look at how to use simple formulas in Excel, how to further format our page, and other useful tools.